Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to take a look at game number 15 in our 20 from 1985 series. This game was a cute little arcade game by Namco, a classic. It is an aerial battle game with forced scrolling, and it is called Sky Kid. And you take control of a biplane, but you are a bird. What the hell? But it is a very cute little game. You can play one or two players simultaneous play. This game was also known as Super Sky Kid or Versus Sky Kid for the Nintendo Versus cabinet, and there was also a sequel called Sky Kid Deluxe for the arcade version. But the versions known as Versus Sky Kid or Versus Super Sky Kid, those are the NES ports in a Nintendo Versus arcade cabinet. And the NES port is really impressive. You should check it out sometime. But at any rate, your goal on each stage is basically just to get to the landing strip at the end. But also, you would like to pick up a bomb and drop it on a target, which is like a battleship or a heavily armored super fortress. But we are going to go ahead and get started. But as player 1, you are known as the Red Baron, and you take off from a landing strip, and like I said, there is forced scrolling. And you have a fire button, and you can shoot aerial enemies, and you can shoot enemies on the ground, and there's the bomb already. And once you collect the bomb, if you get shot or run into an enemy, you will drop the bomb, and you will not be able to use it anymore. You might be able to collect a bomb later in the stage, but not early on. But when you drop the bomb on the target, which is this time a battleship, you need to hit it dead center. I mean, you don't have to. You don't even have to bomb the target. You can just make it to the landing strip and end the stage. But there will be bonuses given at the end of the stage if you shot enough enemies of a certain type. And if you did not hit that target dead center, then you will not get the bonus points for it. And the bonus points are a good source of points. Perhaps the best source of points in this game. Otherwise, you don't get a lot of points for the various enemies. So try to get those bonuses at the end. And there's another bomb. You will hear a little sound effect to tell you when a bomb is coming up, and it'll say, "Get the bomb," which is really helpful. Oh, nice. Now, when you get shot or run into an enemy, your plane will fall. And in order to fight out of that tailspin, you need to press up and wail on the loop button. So there is a shot button and a loop button, or a shoot button and a loop button. So when you start falling, push up on the joystick and wail on the loop button, and you might be able to fight out of it. Sometimes it seems like you're not able to fight out of it. That I hate. Some of the cannons on the ground will fire these explosions of big radiuses, or radii, or however you pronounce it. If you fall in love with the loop button, you might loop right back into that explosion, or you might loop right back into an enemy. Ah! And there's another bomb. This game is so cute. Ah, crap. But this might not have been released in the US in its original arcade form. And like I said, the Versus cabinet is the Nintendo Entertainment System port of Sky Kid, which is still very good. It doesn't have the rich sound effects or music that the arcade one has. Ooh, nice. You get an extra life at 30,000 points. After that, I'm not sure, but there is, I think there's a couple extra lives in the game that you can uncover, and we'll look at that later. Ah, crap. But yeah, like I said, don't completely fall in love with the loop button. You can accidentally loop right back into an enemy. Ah, damn it! Stop it! Those girls that you shoot, they look like they turn into pink piles of poop. If you shoot a multiple of 10 of the ground targets or aerial targets, you will get some bonus points. And it could be as low as, like, I think 1,000 points. Or if you are really proficient at taking out those targets or those air enemies or ground enemies, you can get really nice bonuses. And that's really a good source of points in this game. Yikes. Yeah, I lost the bomb, so I'm not going to be able to destroy the target, and I'm not going to get those big points. You get 10,000 for a target. As you progress in the game, you'll notice that there can be more than one target in a stage. And there can be silly things that you can uncover sometimes by looping in certain places, and I uncovered a light bulb where it looked like it was the sun. This game is silly and cute. I really like this, but it can be pretty hard to avoid those enemy shots and those sometimes unpredictable flying patterns of the enemies. Sometimes they'll loop around and you're not ready for it, and there's the oops, I dropped that way too late. You do get some points if you hit part of the battleship, the left or the right side of it, you get 500 points. But if you hit dead center, ooh, and there's another little bonus. There's a Pac-Man billboard. If you loop right over him, he may drop, or he may release a Pac-Man icon, which gives you 1,000 points. Or he may release a ghost icon, which will kill you if you touch it. If you pass the landing strip at the end that you're supposed to just touch down on, you will run out of fuel and die automatically. Nothing you can't loop out of it or anything, you're dead. Now we will look at the bonuses, the hidden things that you can uncover, and there will be other Namco game, whoops, crap. There will be other Namco game cameos. There will be a Galaga cameo with the badge that you get for each stage that you complete. There will be a Puka from Dig Dug, and there will be the special flag from Rally X. And the special flag will give you an extra life, and we'll look at all that a little bit later. But yeah, there will be some things that you can just like loop over, like the Pac-Man billboard, and an icon will appear. Something might be useful, might kill you. Most of the time, it's like points, or it's just a certain icon you can collect. But yeah, the best points to get in this game... Ah, god damn it! The best points to get in this game are the points that are tallied up at the end of a stage after you land on the landing strip for all the enemies that you've destroyed. That's the best way to get points in this game. When you die, you'll restart partway through the level or the stage. Alright, got him. But yeah, sometimes it seems like you did everything you were supposed to fight out of a tailspin and you still crashed. Maybe you didn't hit the loop button enough. You really have to wail on it and push up on the controller. Now, if there were 2 targets in one stage, the first one, or if you only destroyed one, you're only going to get, I think, like 2,000 points. But if you destroy both, you get 12,000 points. I think at some point there might be like 3 targets on one stage later on. Some of the stages are really long. There's one that's super short. You can't get anything from that billboard. But just loop when you're like right over it, and or loop right over the Pac-Man ones. Yep. He gave me a ghost. Thanks, Pac-Man. And I crashed. It was a blue ghost, so you would think I'd be able to eat it, but no. See what it gives me this time. Oh, Pac-Man icon, 1,000 points. The some of the submarines that poke out of the water below. I only got the side. Some of the submarines that poke out from below are gonna be like 5,000 or 1,000 points. You can press the loop button right as you're about to touch down, and you can kind of slam into the ground, or you might end up upside down. It's kind of funny. I did not see the versus Sky Kid or versus Super Sky Kid. I think the marquee actually says versus Sky Kid, but the title screen I think says versus Super Sky Kid. But either way, they are both the NES port, and the NES port is fantastic. Oops. Well, that was my game. That is Sky Kid, and you get a whole lot of initials to put in. Seems that oftentimes an arcade original in Japan game, they allowed you to put in a lot of initials, and for its American port, you could only put in like 3 or something. But no, you can put in a lot right here. That's Sky Kid by Namco in 1985, and you get to continue from the stage that you left off. But you have to put in a credit and hold down start and shot buttons simultaneously. Now we're going to look at some of the icons that bonus icons or whatever that we didn't see before. I put on invincibility here. There's a medal on stage 5 below the balloon guys. You can get extra points by shooting both the balloon and the guys. You can loop over this building and it's got a little Jack-in-the-Box head or something popping out of it. And then here on stage 8, you can go through the Statue of Liberty's legs, or right after her is the special flag for an extra life. We'll look at me going through the Statue of Liberty's legs later. There's that stupid ghost icon. This is stage 10 here, and here's where we can find the puka. Just shoot on the water here. There it is. I couldn't remember if you got a lot of points or anything for it. Probably not. And now here on stage 11, this is where you first see the pink flying battleship or airship. You will need to destroy it on the final stage, and there are 21 stages. You won't get a chance to destroy it here. Like I said, I put on invincibility. There's the Pac-Man icon there. This is stage 12 here. And on stage 12, there's a medal in the water. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Again, that's from Galaga. That indicates what stage you're on. And now here on 14, there is a special flag just after the landing strip. But note how short that stage is. Goodness! I'm not going to get the medal there, because I would have to die. And there's another medal. That's on stage 17. And now here on 18, there is another medal. And this is shortly after the beginning, right there. And you only get 1,000 points for the medal, not that big a deal. And there's another medal on stage 19. And now here is the final stage, stage 21. Now, if you fail to destroy the, I think it was called the air successor, then you die and you have to start the stage over. But if you succeed, you will get the proper ending for Sky Kid. And there were not many actual endings to arcade games at this point. Other than a kill screen. Yeah, if you shoot both the balloon and the guy that's being carried by the balloon, you will get a 500-point bonus. And some of the ground targets, or some of the water targets, will give you a bonus of 1,000 or 500. Yeah, if you don't bomb the air successor, he will eventually go away, and then you will run out of fuel and die. And now we got an opportunity to get the bomb. And sometimes there will be another target, besides the air successor that you'll need to bomb. But you don't have to bomb it. I mean, you can, and if you do, you'll get another bomb to destroy the air successor with. Whoops. If you have invincibility cheat on in MAME or whatever, you can still lose the bomb that you're carrying if you run into the ground or slam into it like a billboard or something. And there's the air successor. He's got a lot of firepower, doesn't he? Love the music in this game. This is a great soundtrack. You completed the final mission, and the game will end. Ooh, look at those bonus points I picked up. Yeah, you'll get more bonus points with multiples of 1,000, or excuse me, with multiples of 10 enemies that you shot. But you need to get at least 10 enemies shot for bonus points for the air and ground targets. And then you only get bonus points for the either the super fortress or the battleship if you destroyed it dead center. Otherwise you don't get any bonus points after a stage is completed. But that is the end of Sky Kid. I gotta put in all my initials. I just said screw it, I think. I screwed up and put in Q, and then just said, put them all Qs. That is Sky Kid. What a cute game. And here's me not completing the final stage, so I will die. And also, if you do not touch down on a landing strip, you will die. So there is no landing strip here. I don't know what the significance of the cross is, or the girls that are standing there turning into pink piles of poop when you shoot them. I don't know what that's all about. But that was Sky Kid, and now we're going to take a quick look at two-player simultaneous play. Player 1 is the Red Baron, and Player 2 is the Blue Max. You can shoot each other and disorient each other for just a second. If one dies, then the other has to wait, or the other has to either complete a stage or die themselves before Player 2 can return, or the other player. And each player will get their own bomb, which is nice. And each player will get their own totals added up at the end of a stage. But that was Sky Kid, and there's a great Flash animated YouTube series called Mappy, and it's of the game Mappy, but it has other Namco characters like Sky Kid, and he's a complete idiot in that one. It's absolutely hilarious. But that was Sky Kid, game number 15 in our 20 from 1985 series. Well, I thank you for watching, and I hope you join me soon for game number 14. Well, that was Sky Kid, the classic Namco game. Catch you later with game number 14. Bye-bye, folks.